Islamic State's elimination in Syria has sparked a new rift between key foreign forces fighting in the country. Last week, Russia declared Syria liberated from the extremist group with the help of Syrian and Iranian forces. However, that didn't sit too well with the US-led coalition, which now claims it's the only force that's made, quote, meaningful progress against ISIL. RT's Nikki Aaron explains.
Everyone was gearing up to celebrate. ISIL's grip on Syria was loosening, and the US coalition forces had the champagne on ice.
We are defeating ISIS. We're really winning. We know how to win.
ISIS, in terms of as a physical caliphate, will be gone by the end of the year.
But when the black flag was finally lowered, some felt the limelight was stolen.
Russia's defense minister reported that the military operation on the east and west banks of the Euphrates River is now completed with the full defeat of the terrorists. Of course, there could still be some pockets of resistance, but in general, combat actions at this stage and on this territory are over.
How dare Russia claim the moment of glory?
I want to thank General Mattis for doing such a great job with respect to ISIS. He's knocked the hell out of them. Of course, I've made it possible with what I've let you do, I think. That's fair to say.
So instead of celebrating, some chose, perhaps predictably, to squabble.
I find it surprising that Russia takes all the credit for defeating ISIL. In reality, ISIL occupied a large part of Syria and Iraq, and it was the coalition that shrank the territory occupied by the jihadists.
Let's step back and look at how ISIL lost ground. In the south, the Syrian army, backed by Russian air power, repainted the map from black to Damascus red, while coalition forces, with the help of the Kurds, did much of the heavy lifting by liberating swathes of northern Syria. But heaven forbid we should even consider this a team effort.
With the support of the Russian Air Force, the Syrian army liberated hundreds of cities from ISIL territories and returned almost all the country's territory to the government control.
The US-led coalition, not the Russian Federation or Syrian regime, is the only force that has made meaningful progress against ISIS.
For years, the various sides have shared a common goal: driving ISIL out of Syria. But now that's been achieved, for some, the main thing now is taking all the credit.
It is still absolutely critical to the US role in the world to maintain this narrative that it is only responsible for, you know, the good things that happen in the world, while its enemies are responsible for all the bad things. And unfortunately, it sees Russia as not just a competitor, but really as an enemy at this point.
The former Dutch Special Envoy to Syria, Nicholas van Dam, told RT's Sophie Shevardnadze that attempts to take all the credit for defeating ISIL are only made simply for political gain at home.
I think it's not any country that really can claim that they have had the victory, because there are so many countries involved in the fight against Daesh, against the Islamic State. It is the Western Alliance, Arab countries, the Syrian regime, the Iranians, the Hezbollah. So to claim it, I think it's a political statement that a politician wants to claim that he or she is the main responsible for winning from Daesh. And it has been a process of various years.